Well, today is Bell Let's Talk Day. This is the 7th year we have taken one day to put a national focus on mental health in our country. Here's a way that you can participate. Today, Bell will donate 5 cents to Canadian mental health programs for every text message, mobile and long-distance call made by Bell Canada and Bell Alliant customers. Bell also donating 5 cents for every tweet and Instagram post using the hashtag Bell Let's Talk. And a reminder, 3 L's. Every Facebook view of the Let's Talk video and every use of Bell Let's Talk Snapchat filters. A lot of ways that you can get involved. Our next guest is one of the critical people behind this campaign. Mary Deacon is the chair of Bell Let's Talk Mental Health Initiative. She's our guest in studio this morning. Welcome.
Thank you.
And congratulations on today.
Thank you.
All right, you have spearheaded this initiative from the very beginning. Why has this campaign been so important to you?
Well, like every family in Canada and in the world, my family's been personally affected by mental health issues. So this is a real labor of love for me, and I feel so very fortunate to be able to work with people who are so passionate about the issue, share my passion, and to be able to create an opportunity for Canadians to come together and be part of creating this growing national conversation.
But what you did, Mary, which I find so fascinating, is, it does touch a lot of families in this country, but the instinct is to hide it. You brought it right out into the open. Why was that important?
We know that stigma is the main reason that people with mental health issues don't seek treatment. And I know for my brothers, who both suffered with depression, and one of them also had obsessive compulsive disorder, they were ashamed, right? They felt that they would be judged if they were public. My one brother, who was a medical student, was concerned that it might affect his career. And so that silence is poison. And it keeps people from getting help. It makes people feel they're alone. And that's why Bell Let's Talk Day is so important. It's creating an environment and a culture where it's okay to talk about mental health, your own struggles, to support those you love and care about, and to help people be able to move forward with their lives, to achieve their full potential, which frankly, isn't that what we all want for those we love and care about?
Absolutely. Now, aside from the big day, which is today, and we encourage you again to get involved, you've been working weeks on this, crisscrossing the country, and you've taken Clara Hughes along with you. Tell us where you've been and what you've heard.
It has been the most amazing journey. We've traveled over 16,000 kilometers in the last 10 days. We started in Fort McMurray, where we visited with school children. We made some gift announcements to support programs, specifically to support all the young people in the region of Fort McMurray who've been so impacted and devastated by the fires. So that was a wonderful visit, hearing and seeing the resilience and the attention and the passion that's being directed towards ensuring these young people have the help they need. We also went up to Iqaluit in Nunavut and made a gift announcement that was very important called Safe Talk, which is helping provide young people with the skills and tools they need to be aware and to be a friend and to help those who may be struggling reach out. Probably the most touching moment of that tour for me.
Why do you say that? What touched you about it?
So we went to see the distress line. And the distress line is run by 60 volunteers. They cover the entire territory of Nunavut. And one volunteer at the end of our luncheon said to me, "Your support helps my volunteer heart beat stronger."
Wow.
That's what it's all about, right? If we can, through Bell Let's Talk Day, help make it easier for people to talk, help reduce stigma, and fund programs in communities that touch lives and change lives, I'm just so proud of what we're doing together with Canadians who are making this conversation possible.
And of course, they're going to continue to do it throughout the day. There's a lot to celebrate. $80 million so far has been raised. Tell us some of the programs that helps to support. You talked about the frontline workers with distress lines. What else?
So we've invested in so many projects, large and small, from coast to coast to coast. In Toronto, we made a major gift to CAMH, the Centre for Addiction and Mental Health. We've also invested $2 million to create a brain bank that is housed in Montreal, and it is the only brain bank in the country dedicated for researchers who do research in mental health. And probably one of the projects that I'm most proud of is our funding and creating the world's first and only chair in mental health and anti-stigma research. And we have here in Canada a world-leading authority in this field. This is the only chair of its kind in the world. Dr. Heather Stewart has helped create the 5 simple ways to help end stigma. She's been an invaluable resource for us as we play a role with helping to reduce stigma through the Bell Let's Talk campaign, but also her world-leading research is being shared around the world, in Canada with colleagues, to help ensure that we really do work towards creating a stigma-free Canada.
We're helping not just today, but into tomorrow as well. Mary, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
And thank you for being the driving force behind Bell Let's Talk.
It's a labor of love. Thank you.
Thanks, Mary. All right, if you'd like to get involved, just remember, what are the hashtags to use? Hashtag Bell Let's Talk, 3 L's.